Here with me, Kalyn Ponga. Kalyn, awesome first half, but what was it like when they were running you down in that second?
I'm not going to lie, it's pretty scary. I was pretty nervous at the end there. Obviously, there's some moments I would definitely like back. I mean, I feel like it was the tale of two halves, though. I mean, the Blues definitely would like some moments back as well, but we just found a way. We needed to win that one. It was a huge game for us. We just needed to win that one, so we found a way.
How did it feel? I mean, backs against the wall, you guys were written off a little bit, at least I'm sure not inside the team, but outside a little bit, to come back and produce a moment like that. You guys always had that belief?
Yeah, there was a fair bit of noise coming out of New South Wales and whatnot, and we had the belief within our camp. Obviously, we'll take that belief now into Game 3 and definitely look forward to that game. But like I said, this is a huge game for us.
There was a bit about Billy Slater, your coach, obviously, and what happened there. Did that whole situation being called a grub and his response, did it fire up the team a little bit? Was there a bit of a response in that?
We didn't really look at it or address it as a team. I think Billy's response was like genuine. I don't know if he was trying to motivate us or whatever. I think he was just very genuine about his response. But we stick with our coach. We stick together as Queenslanders, and we'll look forward to Game 3.
There's always a bit made about you and your rep career, Wade, as well. But when you pull on that maroon, is that something you always want to do and play for Queensland?
Whenever I wear this jersey, I want to do myself and my family proud. I want to do myself proud. Any jersey that I wear it with pride. So felt like I needed to improve on a few things in Game 1, and I'll definitely need to improve on some things tonight.
You pick up a bit of an injury, mate. I saw a bit of a cut there, or what's that?
It was when Stephen Crichton ran over me. So it's sweet. It's just a little bit of a cut. I'd like that moment back.
Sydney, mate, can you wrap it up? Can you come back and win this game in a core in front of 80,000 Sydney-siders?
We'll just enjoy tonight, enjoy the win. Obviously, we need to be better, and they'll be saying the same thing. I'd like to hope so we can get it done, but we need to improve on a lot of things to get it done.
Here with me, Kurt Mann, on debut, mate. How did that feel? Such a crazy game. To hold on like that in your first Origin game, what was it like?
Oh, mate, it was everything I expected and more. The atmosphere when you run out, it's electric. It's hard to explain, unless you really play it. So, mate, everything I expected and more. Loved every minute of it.
What were the emotions like for you? Did you ever think that you'd come to this moment?
No, I kind of thought it was all a bit past me. I'm no spring chicken, mate. I'm 32, so I thought it was long gone. My chances playing Origin, but just a credit to the program they run at the Bulldogs, Ciro, Gus, all assistant coaches there. They've turned my career around, and you see a couple of boys on the other team as well. They're going all right at the moment as well.
That first half, to do what you guys did, did that surprise even yourselves when you put on a score like that?
No, it didn't really surprise us, mate. I think in the first game we didn't play too well at the start. A lot of ill discipline, errors, that sort of stuff, and. Today was a different story. The first half was probably our better patch there, where we were pretty disciplined and got our game on. And then second half a lot of lessons to take out of that. We took a few shortcuts, I guess, and turned over a bit of possession there as well in the second half. So there's definitely a lot of lessons.
What were you feeling just personally in your first game, and they're running you down a little bit like that? What were the nerves like for you?
Yeah, mate, I wasn't real nervous until I really got here today. I've played fair few games of NRL and that sort of stuff, so I don't really get nervous much, but mate, it was like my first game ever again today, so I was pretty nervous.
There was a bit made about your coach off the field coming into this game. Did that motivate you at all, that whole debacle that was going on?
Yeah, definitely, mate. It was his birthday today as well, so for all that to go on around such an iconic person's birthday, and he's so important to us boys and what we do here. It was definitely fuel to the fire, that he was copping a bit of rubbish in the media and that sort of stuff, and he didn't speak too much about it actually, but definitely the playing group and the leaders in our team were definitely talking about it. So
it's something you didn't need to talk about, you just felt aware, you could feel it there, that you wanted to do it for him?
Yeah. The boys spoke about it a little bit, but I think everyone sort of had it in the back of their mind, it's a pretty big occasion, and the things he's done for our state, and this jersey, mate, you don't want to let him down.
Game 3 in Sydney, always a tough task, mate. The belief's here that you guys can turn this series around completely now?
Yeah, mate. I think, we missed the mark the first game, simple as that. There was a lot of things said about it, and they're going to say what they're going to say, but, You know, mate, it's 1-1 now. We've got one more to go. It's going to be a hell of a battle there to play them, you know, at their home ground.
Congratulations. The first game, little try assist there. It was a nice little moment for you. Little ball.
Yeah, mate. Got a bit of a connection with Capes actually through family. So yeah, really good to connect up with him there and get one.
Here with Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow, 2-try hero, mate. Crazy first half. You guys must have been real confident. What was it like being out there in that first 40?
Yeah, I think all the boys were confident, and yeah, just to get over twice in the first half was a pretty special feeling, and yeah, the boys worked hard, and we built that trust during the week, and it showed in the first half.
Were you a lot happier there on the wing, obviously after starting in centres that first game?
Yeah, it was a bit different, especially playing fullback and centre as well. But as long as I have this Queensland jersey, I'll go out and do everything to the best of my ability. And yeah, it was good. It was good to get out there and score a couple tries.
What was it like in that dying minutes of that second half? Because things really turned in that second half.
Yeah, the heart was racing, and we just knew we had to stick together and trust one another too. And we got there in the end, and we got the 2 points. And yeah, that's what we come here to do.
A lot was made of Billy Slater off the field heading into this game, and what happened there with that grub comment. Was that talked about, and was that something you guys might have lifted for your coach?
Yeah, it wasn't talked too much about it. We just worried about ourselves, and we knew we had to go out and play for our coach as well, and play for the boys too. So it wasn't, it didn't faze us too much, and it shows out there in the first half.
There's a bit of niggle out there too. What was it like out there on the field? Was you giving it to each other out there?
Yeah, it's state v state. Yeah, we both don't like each other, and when we go out there, it's always a tough, hard game, and you try to get into each other too. So I think that's the good thing about Origin, is you don't like the opposition, and yeah, you just go to battle.
Heading into this final game in Sydney, never easy to win here. What do you need to do to try and win this series now?
I think yeah, we just need to worry about ourselves and see what we can work on in our next camp as well, and we'll go well from there.
And your new captain, Cam Munster, 1 from 1 now. Did he impress you taking on that extra responsibility a little bit, or did he change at all?
Nah, he didn't change too much. We just wanted Cam to be Cam, and he did that all week, and yeah, super proud of him and what he's done in the game, and to get that captaincy, it's an honour to play alongside him, and for him to be the captain.
He shaved the face. Do you like that?
Yeah, it's a bit different, but yeah, he looks a bit more professional now, so it's good.
Like a captain?
Yeah, like a captain.
Good luck for the rest of the series.
Thank you.
New Queensland captain Kalyn Ponga, 1 from 1 in your first series, mate. It didn't get easy for you guys in the end. How did it feel out there?
Oh yeah, we felt good. First half, played some really good footy. Just one of those things. In the second half, a bit wet. Same conditions for each other, but yeah, we just made it a little bit harder on ourselves, holding the ball. And yeah, the boys were resilient, worked hard for each other, and yeah, we ended up getting the chocolates, but it's not over.
That first half, did that even surprise you, what you were able to do in that first half after what happened in the first game?
Oh, not at all. Like, we've had a really good couple of weeks, you know, Origin, but just their preparation was good. Like, we didn't obviously deliver in the first game, but I believe in this group, and we delivered on tonight, and yeah, I'm very proud of the lads.
In those dying minutes, what were the feeling like when they were coming home pretty strong there, the New South Wales?
Oh yeah, there was definitely doubts. There was no doubt about that. Like, it was one of those things where you're like, oh, like surely not, but we just dug deep, found a way, and it ended up going our way.
You said in that final press that hadn't sunk in being captain. Did it finally sink in, running out, the anthem? When did you really feel for it?
It still hasn't hit me, to be honest. I'll sit back and probably reflect on it in the next couple of days. It's been a busy week. Done a lot of media. I'm probably not used to doing a whole heap of media, so I obviously love doing it, enjoy it, but yeah, the whole week's been a fair bit of a whirlwind.
Bit of a niggle out there. I suppose that's to be expected, but was it different this game? It seems like in the first 40 there was a bit going on.
Oh yeah, there's obviously always niggle. That's one thing of rugby league and Origin. Like, you're obviously versus the state, and you want to win those moments. And sometimes you need to do that stuff to get people off their game. There's more niggle than you probably want on as a spectator, but both teams are very passionate, and it's going to make a big blockbuster game in Sydney.
The Billy Slater comments, that grub comment, him firing up at that final presser, you were sitting next to him. Did that have an impact on this game? Did you want to perform more after sort of him getting so passionate about that whole situation?
Oh, well, it's probably not my place to talk about that. Like, look, at the end of the day, look, everyone has a media role. Like Billy talked about, there's a privilege to be in that role, and there's obviously comments and stuff. People are trying to make obviously headlines and stuff, and it's not my place to say. It's above my pay grade. I'm just out here playing footy. Third
game in Sydney, always tough, mate. Can you guys go and wrap up the series?
Can't see what we can't. We got to work hard. We got to earn it again. We can't afford just to sit on our laurels like we did in game 1. We just thought it was going to happen, having the home crowd. We're going to go in enemy territory, and we never had won a game in Perth before. This is their first ever game, so why can't we?
And the moustache, is that gone for good?
It's gone for Origin, yeah. I'll bring it back maybe for Storm.
Congratulations, mate.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ken. Here with me, Harry Grant. Mate, you hadn't won a game when you started for Queensland. That streak's over. Feels nice.
Yeah, I guess that's the narrative. Thanks for that. Yeah, but I think all those games have been different circumstances, and I know tonight was important for the team, and we all really narrowed our focus and collectively, got on with what we wanted to do.
Were you a bit sick of hearing that? Is that the sense that I got? Like you just...
Yeah, well, you take it. Origin, they're hard to win, mate. There's 3 games a year, and I think I'll own my performance in those games, and I think we just really wanted to come here with a narrow focus, and I probably didn't focus on that too much. I just focused on a few things that I needed to work on from Origin 1, and what we needed to work on as a team, and wanted to come here and win, and it was ugly, but we did it.
What was it like in those sort of dying minutes when they were really coming home pretty strong?
Everyone, you're sort of hanging on there a little bit, but I think we've made reference to 1995 Queensland Maroons and the grit they showed in defence, and to be honest, that was going through my head. It's probably going through everyone else's heads, and those little reminders and encouragement and communication on the way just plays a big part, and we just wanted to show up and just keep turning up. They got so much strike in their team, and you've seen that. They scored plenty of points there tonight. But yeah, like I said, we hung on, and hopefully there's plenty of proud Queenslanders, but we know that there's one more game to go.
The whole Billy Slater thing as well, being called a grub, his response, was that a motivator at all for the team?
I think subconsciously it probably is, yeah. We didn't speak about it as a group. Bill certainly didn't speak about it, but that's Origin. There's plenty of talk. There's always something in the media that's being said, whether it's good or bad about you, or about our team, or about one of us as individuals. I think there's always going to be something, but I think subconsciously everyone had a little bit extra care for Bill tonight, and wanted to put on a good performance for him, because he's Queensland's favourite son, isn't he?
It was his birthday too, wasn't it?
Yeah, birthday boy today. So I think he spent over half of his life celebrating his birthday in here in Origin camps, which is for a Queenslander, that's pretty damn special. So hopefully he enjoyed his birthday, and he's going to remember that one for a while.
I know you guys are so professional these days, but do you at least go and have a beer with the coach now, being his birthday, getting the win?
Yeah, 4X, big sponsor. Shout out 4X. So there's plenty of 4Xs getting around, and we're having a few beers here together, and that's what it's about. You don't get this opportunity too often. So it's about being together, being deep, and enjoying the win tonight. I'm not going crazy in terms of drinking too many schooners, but it's just about being together and soaking it all in, and then back to clubland and find what's important for everyone for the next couple of weeks, and then hopefully ready to go.
Just your club teammate, Cam Munster, captain, wins on debut. Did you notice a change in him? You know him pretty well. Was there a bit of a change in his demeanour, or was he pretty much the same?
A little bit of a change in his demeanour. I guess he was very focused, but I think the good thing is he didn't change who he is, and the way he does things. He's still the larrikin. But one thing about Mann, he cares a whole lot about his teammates and the footy team, and definitely Queensland. And he's a fierce competitor that is a very smart rugby league player. So I think he brought that to the table this week, and yeah, I think he had a little bit of extra motivation, and he just dug deep plenty of times there where he had to come up with some moments, and he definitely did that.
Game 3 in Sydney, not going to be easy. Can you guys get the job done and make the comeback in this series?
Yeah, look, it's a little while away, so I don't think me personally or us as a team can look too far ahead. You know, you still got clubland games to play and really, you know, honour your teammates back at clubland and really dive back into that space. So I don't think I'll be looking too far ahead to game 3, but I think that's probably something for the coaches to sort of address and have a review of tonight. I don't think that was a polished 80-minute performance. So I think there'll be plenty of lessons, plenty of learnings from that, and you know, whatever team's picked for game 3, then you know, I think they'll know that they got to do a job for Queensland.
And just on one, you had your debutant as well, but man, what did he look like? Did you like the way he performed tonight?
Yeah, so good, awesome. I actually went to the same school as Curdy, and you know, he played with my brother growing up and through school, so I've known him since I was knee-high to a grasshopper, and you know, back then he was a fullback, Australian schoolboys, and you know, actually went down to Melbourne and debuted down there, and yeah, been a bit of a journeyman, but it's good to see him get a debut. He's from a town in Winton, where there's probably, you know, 800 people, so I think he shows a lot of Queenslanders, especially a lot of rural people, that if you make the commitment, you make the sacrifices, you want to do it, it's worthwhile, and it can happen. So yeah, I'm really happy for him, proud of him, and I thought he was awesome tonight.
Go enjoy the win.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Thanks, mate.